You're just a flightless bird!
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
Talking about pimping, been since pimping, since been pimping, since been pimping.
It's in your blood,
It's in my blood, and you.
Man, yes, sir.
Ever.
You're not gonna hate man.
Yeah. Give me some love, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, do you know the difference between a black man and a nigger?
The nigger's the one that would even answer that question.
Single as French toast.
All these German shepherds, they turn their head to the side and act like they don't smell it.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired on my own.
People don't even want to engage with black women because that attitude is very rough.
I'm just saying, it's your age. All women. Man, 27 time to sell. Over 30, 50% off. 35 clearance. 40 outlet. 50 Goodwill.
Buy a dog and die alone. Single till you die. That's really what it's going to look like for 3 out of 4 black women. You don't have the primary relationship. A man, the first business, your first network is family. You don't have it. You have shit. You have stuff. You have bags and purses and coats and trips and dogs and plants and candles and fragrance and shoes and shit. Professional women don't know how to be girls. That's just the net of it. Professional women today are losing with high value men because you're like men. I say you ladies talk, and let me help you, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're not the kind of woman a man sponsors. Buy a dog and die alone. This is why we are seeing so many women in their 20s and 30s going out to get dogs or cats because they won't reject them. Everything else in your advanced degrees in your career and what has happened is your relationship muscles, the skills are rusty as French toast.
It burns.
Just cleanse the environment of ratchet.
Give me 5 on the black hand side.
You tripping. What you said? Man, that's a female.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it.
I would like to buy this gentleman's loyalty.
Welcome, ladies, to tonight's main event. Let the bidding begin.
I would like to buy this gentleman's loyalty. Let's go.
Welcome to the man auction.
Yes. $2,000 going once, twice, sold.
Welcome to the man auction.
$2,700 sold. $2,500.
2,700. Welcome
Sold
to the man auction.
to the lady in the bright dress.
Welcome to the man auction. Welcome, ladies, to tonight's main event. Let the bidding begin.
Girl, I'm trying to see which one I want. I think I know who I want. Okay, if I had to choose, I think I'd go with Mr. 3000. He looks like a good investment.
Can I take you home for $2,000?
Ooh, I like the one with the $4,000 pattern.
Girl, me too. He's fine.
Welcome to the man auction. Welcome, ladies, to tonight's main event. Let the bidding begin. Welcome to the man auction.
May I buy your loyalty?
May I buy your loyalty?
Which one are you thinking?
I like the one holding 2,000.
He's cute, but 5,000 has my attention. May I purchase your loyalty?
Whenever anyone asks me what my type is, I immediately say square round. They're like, what do you mean? Square in regards to him being sophisticated, poised, clean cut, has a routine about himself. He loves the Lord, okay? Round in the sense of he's been around the block. Has some street smarts about him. Simple. It's literally the perfect combination, okay? I don't need him in the streets, but I need him to know what's going on in the streets. I also need him to be able to handle his business. The word square has evolved because I was talking to my male friends about this and they were like, that's so derogatory. Like, that's such an insult. And I was baffled because to me, that's my preference. When I say square, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to say that the man I'm interested in is a lame or he's weird or any of that. And I also find being a nerd to be very sexy. I don't find any of that to be like something that you should be bullying or poking fun at someone about because first of all, we're all grown. I think you should have deep interests and likes in something. And if that takes up a lot of your time, cool. Like that excites me. I don't know about y'all, but that like, I like that. I like a man who's simple, who at any point of the day, I can know what he's doing. I can know where he's at. And it's not because I'm trying to clock it, but it's just that he's a simple man. He's sure of himself. He's not moved by the world and shaking and doing everything because his homeboy done called his phone and told him he need to be doing it. No. He's a square. He likes what he likes. He does what he does. And he don't really veer too much out of that. And that's what I like. But a lot of men find it to be insulting because they allowed other men to put them into this box as a square because they deemed that the exact opposite of what the others were doing. Oh. And I'm here to tell you that being lame and being a square are not mutually exclusive. Having motion and money or having a certain type of job or status does not unlame you. We all know that. So when we say we want a man that's a square, it's not that we want a lame or someone who isn't doing this or isn't doing that. It's more so an energy about him. I want a square, but I want it to be square around. The girls who get it, get it. Whenever anyone asks me what my type is,
God, send me the lamest, the most 9 to 5, the most square nigga you got on the block. A straight 9 to 5, a blue collar, hard working. You get off work, you come home, you grab a beer out the refrigerator, and you sit down, you watch a fucking basketball game, football game, whatever. You take a shower and you go to sleep That's how I want you coming. I don't want to hear, oh, what's the word? There ain't no word. There ain't no word. Oh, okay. God, send me the lamest.
Listen to me. Ain't nothing like a man that wash his ass, go to work, come home, and just stand out the way. That's definitely top tier. Ladies, I keep telling y'all better leave those men always out there in the streets, all that drama, all them women, all of that goddamn hanging out with the guys, me and the guys all in the street all night, man. That's a motherfucking headache. I love me a low-key square, like they like to say square. No, the squares, that's where it's at. That ain't no insult. Yeah, my husband, a square. But what the hell do I know? I'm just sitting in my car.
Am I the only girl in the world who likes her men square as SpongeBob SquarePants? Like, I love a good lame. I like my guys basic, but very intelligent. But yeah, basic, boring, Honda Accord model, no SE, no X, no LE, no turbo, just base model. You cannot have an ounce of hood in you. And there's nothing against that. Nothing against people who like that, but that's just not me. And also, and it doesn't even matter what race or ethnicity you are.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I just seen this lady out here said she want a square round man. And when she explained, I'm like, what the fuck is that? But it make perfect sense. She said she wants somebody who about their business and not in the streets. And what else she had said? And he ain't got nothing to do with it. That's the square part. But the round part is he been around the block. He's not lame. He know a little something. Like, he got a little street sense about him. Like, he ain't just no lame man nigga. Like, but he on the right path, the square part. Y'all, that shit makes so much sense. That's exactly what I want. I be telling my sister all the time, like, I don't want no street nigga, cause like, no, I don't want that. But I do want somebody who not lame, who got like a little bit of depth to them and doing what the fuck they need to be doing. Like, you know about this, you know what come with you ain't lame, but you not in the streets and you ain't out there making no fool and putting your life in jeopardy and not handling your business. That's exactly what I want. The square round man. She hit it right on the head with that shit, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, I just...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It ain't about me. Ain't about me, son.
Welcome, ladies, to tonight's main event. Let the bidding begin.
Ain't about me, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been thug free for about 3 years now. And someone just asked me, ladies and gentlemen, I have been thug free for about 3 years now. And someone just asked me, Jay, how has life been since you left them thugs alone? I'm bored. Bored. I found me a high value man. Turned around and found out he had a low quality of life. Now hear me out. The man makes good money, corporate America, okay? But he has sleep apnea and he wears compression shorts to bed. You ever try to get a man aroused in compression shorts? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Pretty hard. Difficile. And to be honest, I didn't even ask what the medical condition was, okay, that required him to wear compression shorts to bed, and I probably should, especially if I want to be added to his will. At this point, I may relapse. Keep me in your prayers, please. Ladies and gentlemen, now call me crazy if you want, but I am a recovering thug addict, okay? And it is very hard to stop doing something cold turkey that you've become addicted to, right? So I no longer date thugs. I'm dating squares now. So when you're talking to me, do me a favor and put a little bass in your voice. Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now, don't go upside my head, but say things like, let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what'd I say? Tell me to shut up. Tell me to go sit down somewhere. Like, when you say something to me, pretend like, you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing, like, I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whiff. At least put on some gray sweats and a white tee. Some Air Maxes. Tell me you got to bust a few moves or make a few plays. Something. These are just things that I need as a recovering thug addict. And if that is just way too much to ask, I may ask you for a hall pass to go hit a few corners with my homie. Because that is the only way I'm going to scratch that itch. Let me just call one of my homies and take a ride with him, hit a few corners, make a few plays, and then I'll be back and I'm all yours. No? My name is Lady J and I'm a recovering thug addict. And that's why I'm in Utah, because there are no thugs here. 0. So I've been doing pretty good. If you were born and raised in Utah, then you probably don't know what a thug is. Okay, thugs are criminals, and 9 times out of 10 they're aggressive. Because a thug to you guys is probably like an ex-Mormon. You know, his hair is like black, like a box, black hair dye, gauges in his ear. You know, tattoos. And they slip up and say words like ambiguous. That's how I know they're not a thug for real. Please tell me that you see the story of a lady who is 7. Never use the word ambiguous until after they've done 10 years in prison, you know, and are forced to use the law library because they can't afford a good defense attorney. So yeah, I'm working on that, which is why I'm in Utah, and you guys just keep me in your prayers, okay?
You niggas see what it is, man. That's just my little intro, man. You know, that's the little intro that we got. Just to let brothers know these bitches ain't worth shit. We know what that is already. You know, I mean, these people, like I say, I wish they could all be like real movie stars. It's too bad Tyler Perry is stingy. You know? It really is. It's too bad, man. Plain, what's good, pimpin'? I put some things together for you out there, Plain. What's good, player? So, now we will we'll get to the class portion of the show. Just wanted to give you guys an introduction of, like, I mean, you know, you listen to women speak, right? What does that mean? That means that she wants you to believe that she is 100% pure. Everything about her is wholesome. Ain't, you know, look, you can't find a person with a better situation than the sisters. Oh, I want a square, I want this, I want that. You talking about some ladies that's all that. You hear me? So you like, well, she should get what she wants. Well, hold on, sis. Are you really that precious? That's what we will get into today. Brothers will have the ability to, you know, decide for themselves what our sisters are really dealing with. Sorry ahead of time.
You would know. You know what I mean? Hey guys. Okay, so today is another day getting my iron infusion here at the hospital. This is what they do, you guys. They feed you. Let me show you. Daughter. They feed us a bunch of snacks. See? A bunch of snacks.
Any burning or no?
A little bit.
A little bit.
But it's like a little steam.
Can you tolerate it or you want me to turn it down a little?
I can tolerate it.
Okay, let me. You're good.
Yeah.
Do you feel short of breath when you're running or tired?
I think I can tolerate it. Okay, so my little snacks.
It's snacks, right?
I've been on. Okay, so I've been taking my Fenfree. I've been on vitamin D, and my vitamin D, my Fenfree.
Second page. You have to go to.
What else I've been taking? With my vitamin D, my Fembry, and some iron pills I've been on, okay? So, oh yeah, and then this is the iron pills I've been on. It's Theralet. I've been on Theralet, my Fembry, and vitamin D. And I'm getting this.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Hi, unfortunately, I can't say that fasting is the magic bullet to solve your fibroids. But what I can say, and what we will be putting out on the Goddess Sync app, is that there are all of these holistic well-being
Stay with me, guys.
practices that you can do.
I almost passed out yesterday for the first time in my life. It honestly scared me. So I've been laying around for the past, 16 hours or so.
It's the iPad slowing up. It's okay.
So we'll see.
My fibroid died inside my body, and because it was dead, it started creating an infection and it needed to expel itself out of my body. So it tried to work itself out of my body via my cervix and
Ma'am, you can't just come out saying that like that. Hold the fuck up. You come out saying that like, ma'am. You can't come out just saying it like that, looking like some fucking. Oh man, I hate to do this, guys. I hate to do this. Damn, this ain't right. Ma'am, you can't come out looking like that. Saying, yo, something died inside my pussy. You can't say that. Trying to seem like you're not normal. Fuck you mean something died in your pussy? What are we doing?
to my lady canal where it got stuck. And so that's why I ended up in my fibroid died inside my body. And because it was dead, it started creating an infection and it needed to expel itself out of my body. So it tried to work itself out of my body via my cervix and into my lady canal where it got stuck. And so that's why I ended up in the hospital needing emergency surgery and was there for 2.5 days. The worst part about everything, besides the bleeding, the infection, and the pain, because my cervix was dilated at 8 centimeters, I was literally going through active labor, was the fact that my original doctor team at Kaiser did not believe me and did not want to perform emergency surgery, saying I just would have to wait until July 30th when my current surgeon came back from vacation, and also that, sorry, we can't do a surgery because we can't get a team together, which was so insane to me. So I basically went over to UCLA Health in LA and explained the issue to them, and they were just like, this is emergent. You have a severe infection. It's trying to expel out of your body. We need to get you into surgery now, today, tonight. And within like 18 hours, I was in surgery and they were able to remove the fibroid, the infected fibroid that was trying to expel itself out of my body. Entire fibroid.
So, yes, guys, fibroids can turn into infections within the body. And they can also try to, remove itself from the body as well. Okay? So, these things ain't just sitting around all the time. They can really, really get bad. So, when you hear a woman talk like that, and then she turns around and says, well, I want this type of man and I want that type of man. Well, hold on. Tell me, when did you get your swag back as far as thinking that your box or your WAP was something special? Because the story that you're telling is no way that you thought your box was special during those times. So when did you get that sort of swag back before you start saying, well, I want this type of man and that type of man?
Fibroid was taken out. I have a picture of the fibroid. It is so gross and so.
We're not looking at that. This nasty bitch.
90-ish days. Pain is completely gone. Like I have no pelvic pain anymore. So for me, that's like a really, really great sign because I was just living with pelvic pain for months at this point, living off of like 16 to 20 Tylenol and ibuprofens per day, which is not normal. I do need to go back and get a follow-up MRI and ultrasound just to make sure that there are no other fibroids. But for now, the main fibroid is gone. And I feel so thankful. I think the main thing to take from this is to advocate for yourself and really do your own research. Doctors are there, of course, but like you need to be your own greatest advocate, especially when something feels off, when something feels wrong. Research all you can. Ask them about experimental surgeries and or new technologies coming up so they understand that you're right there with them 100% of the way.
I know a lot of you guys don't like class, but this is what it is, man. Like
In terms of how I'm feeling today.
Me. I am at my OB appointment, about to get an ultrasound to take a look at the fibroids that I have. I am severely anemic. I have to take iron every single day because my fibroids are causing very, very heavy menstrual cycles. And so I want to get an ultrasound just to see how large they are now. And I've also been drinking, alkaline herbs as well to help shrink them. So just want to see what the next
niggas see what it is with your black sisters, right?
course of action is because
20-something. Day 3 of my fibroid update. I'm here. I'm sitting up good, y'all. My gas done went down a lot. I bought some props to the scene today. This right here and this right here. Seneca and Gas X. My mom bought these over yesterday. And the Gas X has been helping me a lot. So yeah, I've been watching what I eat. I get very full. Easy. So I'm nibbling. I'm having a little lunch right now. Well, breakfast, lunch. I don't know. And also, believe it or not, y'all know they say ginger ale cure everything. It really does. So that's my day 3 update. I'm up. I'm about.
Hey, brothers, man. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my little class. I appreciate you niggas.
a gush of blood just came rushing out. Like
my fibroids have been giving me the fucking works lately, and I'm tired. So I'm gonna try, and I just bought some honey pot pads today because I heard that they're really good at the Coochie Relief. So we're gonna see how it goes, but I've tried everything under the sun and nothing is helping. I've tried the discs, I've tried the cups, I overflow every single time, doesn't matter how often I change them. I've had birth control from pills to IUDs to the one in your arm to just praying sometimes. Like, my fibroids are kicking my ass and I
oh man,
can't even get up right now. So
pay attention.
Overflow every single time, doesn't matter how often I change them. I've had birth control from pills to IUDs to the one in your arm to just praying sometimes. Like, my fibroids are kicking my ass and I can't, to just praying sometimes. And I've had birth control from pills to IUDs to the one in your arm to just praying sometimes. Like
I said, guys, we always say, does that sound like somebody who thinks the world of their box? That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of. Do you think that that's somebody that thinks the world of their box? That's all I'm saying, man. When bitches talk shit to you niggas and shit like that, I mean, the bitch don't even think the world of her own box. Fuck she doing talking shit to you? But, you know what it is, man. I try to just let brothers understand. Do we think this bitch think the world of her box? Hell no. She said she tried to do all these different things for her box. She even prayed. That's why we say prayer hands in the chat. Because that's all they got. I just always find the shit weird that, ma'am, why are you telling us? Why you won't go sit all the men that you fuck in your life? So go sit them niggas down. Go sit them niggas down and be like, look, son, all them times and this and that and this and that, my box been fucked up. I wasn't taking birth control not to have a baby with you, bro. I would have loved to have a baby with you, but XYZ. It's fucking cowards, B. These people are cowards.
My fibroids. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Ivy here.
Oh, my fault.
I just want to.
Right. So I'm gonna come on here and just answer a question that I just recently got asked, and I want to make a video about it really quick. So one of the questions that I recently got asked is how do I mentally handle my fibroids? Like, how does it mentally affect me?
Yeah, stop, but we could talk about that. That's a good stop. How does it affect me mentally? Ma'am, go sit the men that you made love to down and tell them all the fucked up things. Ma'am, you got this hair, these nails. Ma'am.
That's not your hair. Take that pile of shit off your hair.
Ma'am.
So I'm gonna come on here and just answer a question that I just recently got asked, and I want to make a video about it really quick. So one of the questions that I recently got asked is how do I mentally handle my fibroids? Like, how does it mentally affect me? How do I mentally handle it? Like, so basically my answer to that is that mentally sometimes it can bother me because in my mind I'm thinking like, damn, I have this fibroid, damn, I know I need surgery, fuck, what am I gonna do?
What I teach you. Damn, I have this. Damn, I need surgery. Oh, well. Guess who don't know I need it? Guess who the fuck don't know I need it? Guess who I'm not gonna tell that I need all this shit? Guess who I'm not gonna show that I'm saying, yo, my pussy fucked up and I don't give a fuck. I get around to it when I get around to it. You want fuck? Guess who she won't tell?
Mentally, sometimes it can bother me because in my mind I'm thinking like, damn, I have this fibroid, damn, I know
Hold
I need
the fuck
surgery.
up. Hold the fuck up. This is good. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully Plain's still here because this is one of his favorite parts where they just, the welfare of my pussy is a mystery, la da da, right? So think about what she's saying in her mind. So mentally, it fucks me up like this, that. Never give a fuck about the man. The man is just some fucking blind duck. Okay?
Bother me because in my mind I'm thinking like, damn, I have this fibroid, damn, I know I need surgery, fuck, what am I gonna do? It weighs on me a lot sometimes because in the back of my mind I know the procedure is something that I need to do, all at the same time of trying to battle my own mental with knowing that it's a fear. So how I chose to mentally handle it is just really accepting my mental state, right? And trying to figure out a different solution to the problem. With figuring out what can I do maybe naturally, what can I do that's maybe possibly non-surgical. So it is days where it mentally bothers me, but I tell myself that, Jasmine, it's a medical condition. Try not to let it get to you.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Hey, look, class. If this bitch can't say, Jasmine, niggas don't know about this. Niggas still think you sexy. Niggas still trying to fuck this pussy. Nigga was just fucking me the other day. He was like, this, that good. So, Jasmine, just see how much you can hold off this pain. After all, you are a gladiator. Manage this pain and let niggas lust. This is crazy, man. This is what I want you guys to see. This is what I want you guys to always pay attention to. Like, brother, she ain't telling the whole story. There's a man here. There's a man here, right? And he want this pussy. How is a man not a part of what you talking about?
As much, but of course, it's times that it can, because it can also give that insecure feeling of knowing that knowing that I have this here, and making me feel that I'm not as attractive as I want to be, coming from me, a small girl that never weighed a lot. Like I said, the biggest I've ever been was 192. Yes, 192. And I had my fibroids at that time. Not as big, but I had them. But the biggest I was 192. Never been 192. But it can mess with your confidence. But to speak on confidence and, still feeling, like yourself, and, what I chose to do is be comfortable in my own skin. I chose to be comfortable in my own skin. I chose to just accept my body for what it is until I figure out what I need to do. So I don't have shame in nothing that I put on. I'm real confident in anything that I put on. Rather, somebody look at me and might feel like, well, damn, why she out here with her stomach all out and she pregnant? Whatever they think, you get what I'm saying? Because like I say, the biggest thing with having fibroids, unfortunately, you're going to have people thinking you're pregnant.
Ma'am. Why is not the biggest thing with having fibroids is that you get to keep it secret from men? They can still fuck you. You can still act like when they fucking you, they killing you, but you really in pain from the fibroids, but you really dealing with it. You could be happy that they fucked you and they really loved your pussy and don't judge you for your fibroids. What about all that other stuff? Why would you leave all this other shit out? Because you bitches ain't shit. Fuck you mean this is a secret? You're telling us. But you're just going to leave out a whole nother half of the story. Well, I wasn't trying to make this video about that type of stuff. Ma'am, that is all men want from your ass, bitch. Unbelievable. Yo, King disagree. Yeah. This nigga crazy.
It's no other way to put it. And like I said before, I've been asked that question. And I've joked about it, because at the end of the day, that person don't know me. I don't know them. So
there we go. That person don't know my pussy fucked up. And that's all that keeps my swag alive. It's the fact that niggas don't know. You feel me, fam? Let me get my water.
Oh, in order to teach the world, bring awareness, because I know with having something like this, as a woman, it can make you lose that confidence. It can mess with you mentally. So, as I mentioned, to answer one of the biggest questions that some people might ask or have asked me is how do I handle it mentally? Mentally, as I stated, I just accept what's going on. All at the same time, trying to find a solution to the problem, which is coming. It's a process because, as I said, everything we can say a lot of stuff, but it might not be as easy as we saying it.
That King Disagreeable, you make a good point. You make a really good point. When we teach this class over here, we show you like let's look past the garbage here. Let's look past the garbage. All right? Let's look past the garbage for 1 second. All right? Everything she talking about is how, I hate to say this shit. Dang. We talking our class here. She's trying to smooth talk us on how, I'm going to say, unattractive. She's trying to smooth talk us on how fucked up she is. Just put it like that. That's wild. Damn, sis. You went and got this shit on your head. You went and got these tattoos, nails, lashes. All so you could still expose that your pussy ain't shit. But the men, you say, well, the men, they don't care. They don't know what this stuff is. They just say, I got a belly. Look, I can open my legs.
And also on a confidence of being still feeling confident in yourself as a woman and still want to have that sex appeal and still feel sexy. Like I said, I just accept it. That's for me. I'm confident in anything that I put on. Don't nothing make me feel like I'm not attractive, which at times it can. But I've chose.
Now that's a lie. And this ain't even about her outer appearance. But she just lied to us. She said, there's nothing that I could do to make myself, man, take all this shit off. Take every fucking accessory you got on your body off. And let's see if you feel attractive. I mean, these people, man, these are some wicked people. Damn, sis. But this class over here, we're on her side. We like, niggas don't know, you be all right. Niggas don't know, you be all right, boo.
For those of you that don't know, I just had a whole hysterectomy. They kept my ovaries though. She said that's gold and nuggets. Keep your ovaries. But I had a whole hysterectomy. And all I got to say is my iron back right. I got my life back. And I'm free. Praise the Lord. I'm free. No longer bound. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's just a blessing. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free.
I want to talk to you.
Brothers, your thoughts. You know? What I try to do, I try to just show you the thoughts in the mind of people with bad wop. Hey, yo, son, this was new. We've seen about everything. We've seen the praying and the singing, but this was good.
And all I got to say is my iron back right. I got my life back. And I'm free. Praise the Lord.
I want to talk to you.
No longer bound. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's just a
Yo, my fault. Cause niggas gonna do me dirty. It's all good. I'm the only one. I'm not doing it. I'm the only one. All right, man.
no more chains holding me. My soul is resting. It's just a blessing. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm free.
My fault, man. My fault. My fault.
I'm on this global mission.
My fault.
So in my journey of
I
just like day 5.
I'm the bad guy here.
I have fibroids and I have been on and off bed rest for 10 months. Let me tell you why. I was on a date in August, felt very faint, like I was going to pass out. And that's when I found out I was anemic because of this hemorrhaging. I
was on a date in August. So I'm with a man and I'm about to pass out. So I'm fainty. And it turns out that day I found out I was anemic.
I have fibroids and I have been on and off bed rest for 10 months. Let me tell you why. I was on a date in August, felt very faint, like I was going to pass out. And that's when I found out I was anemic because of this hemorrhaging. I got scheduled for a surgery, got put on hormones and all types of stuff. It was horrible. I could barely walk.
I got put on hormones and all types of stuff in my body. So I'm not like the rest of you people or regular women that don't have this stuff in their body. No, I'm not like that. They put all type of stuff in my body.
I got scheduled for a surgery, got put on hormones and all types of stuff. It was horrible. I could barely walk. I lost about 40 pounds. In October, I had my first surgery. They put an IUD in, and the IUD caused me to get shingles. So I was anemic.
Now, on the cause of my pussy, I was hemorrhaging. I was anemic. I went there. I did a surgery. They put an IUD in. The IUD gave me shingles. No, I still had the medications and the hormones and other stuff that they injected in me from when I was hemorrhaging. And then I also put different chemicals in me that associated with the IUD and whatever else. So I developed shingles.
October, I had my first surgery. They put an IUD in, and the IUD caused me to get shingles. So I was anemic, had shingles, barely could walk. I went to the ER every month, had to call 911, went to the emergency. And they found out like a month or two later, the IUD like pushed out. So then I was back to being even anemic again. I could barely move. And then I was on bed rest for all of January.
I know you niggas don't like it, but until you can get this information, you ain't going, well, not that you brothers care, but until the other people can get this information, we won't understand the crises.
So
I am embarrassed. Well, also, let me say this. Do not allow pain to stop you from taking back your life. People think that fibroids are just a growth and they don't affect you. They affect your day to day. They affect how you operate and how you show up and move in the world. You are using the...
They affect your day to day. They affect how you show up in the world. Excuse me. So do you think men should be aware of this sort of changes and trying to deal with you people like you're regular people? Do you think men should know this? Clearly not. Men don't even think they should know it. Men get upset at us because we teach it. You know? I still use that as the reason why these bitches have the swag that they have. You know? That Naga, what's good?
So let me say this. Do not allow pain to stop you from taking back your life. People think that fibroids are just a growth and they don't affect you. They affect your day to day. They affect how you operate and how you show up and move in the world. You are using the bathroom like it's nobody's business. And for me, I'm thinking, you know what? It's just because I'm getting older. That's why I have to pee so damn much. No, it's the fibroids sitting on a certain part of my body that's pushing down onto my bladder. All of that was connected. Having extreme, crazy cramps. All of that is connected due to the fibroids. Feeling tired, lower back pain. There's so many different reasons why you should do it, and taking back your life should be the first one. Do not allow pain to stop you. Again, you could be told that you're going to get hit by a truck and you're going to hate the doctor.
It's all good. That Naga, what's good? We hear you, sis. We hear you, boo.
Doctor the next day, and then you could be like me and have just discomfort. Take back your life. Don't allow the pain to stop you from moving forward. That's it.
Now, does that sound like somebody who should be demanding things out of you, brother? Huh? Does that sound like someone that should be saying shit to the players? Hell the fuck no. But why is she able to do it? Well, why is she able to do it? You know? We all know why.
Hey. It's day 8, day 9 of recovery. It has been tough. I can say that yesterday was the roughest because I'm so tired. This is giving for Club Couch. We love it here. When I had my first 2 surgeries, I was in my 20s. So I gave birth to my daughter at 20, and then 8 months later, I had to get a cancerous tumor removed. And I'm like, when I was 20 years old, I do not remember being this down and out. But the first time around, I had a baby to take care of, so it wasn't that bad for me, I guess. And then after that, it's like I still had a baby to take care of. She was only 8 months, so I had to just kind of make it work, make it do what it do. Almost 15 years later, I'm over it. It just feels like, oh Lord, am I going to be able to survive this? And not in the physical sense, because I'm here already. Will I not allow this idle time to be the devil's playground with me? Like that's the thing. So yesterday, despite me feeling really low, I had to push and motivate myself to watch a sermon. I've been praying and listening to gospel and worshiping because
Prayer hands in the chat. Prayer hands in the chat. It's bad, guys. It's worse than you could imagine. And we're not even really talking about the pussy. I'm hoping that you guys can see the mindset. How how do they're able to present themselves to you like they're upright like you. But this is how she really feels.
If not, I'm going to lose my marbles. This video is honestly for me. It's for my self healing because it sucks here. I've seen outside in 3 days. Boo. Tomatoes. Surgery is no longer welcome here. Judge mama, don't judge me. I stole it, yes. We're retiring these pants out today. Today's day 3 of wearing these. But these are so comfortable. I guess that I wear a binder. But it's been helpful.
What the fuck? Ma'am.
3 of wearing these. But these are so comfortable. I guess that I wear a binder.
Ma'am, just give this old box up.
But it's been helpful. I can see how it helps with keeping the stomach, taut. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I look good. I am a big fan of Frida Kahlo. If you didn't know, now you know. I think I just love anything that has to do with women that are resilient because that.
Brothers, brothers, what you want me to do? I'm showing you somebody that's batshit crazy. You hear me? I'm showing you people that's batshit crazy. All right? She look good. Her pussy goes through XYZ. Her mind is straight unstable. Best thing about it, she lives in America or wherever in the West that men are like supposed to be beneath her because she's this and she's that. What? She don't want to be in line with the other bitches if they had to choose by pussy. She don't want to do that.
Cause you gave me all your pussy.
Glam and story time. July is Fibroid Awareness Month, and this one is personal. Years ago, I had 10 fibroids removed, which compromised my uterus and made me high risk during pregnancy. I was told I'd have to have my baby early and via C-section. After my second baby, my uterus ruptured along
showing off,
my
bitch.
third pregnancy.
Bitch showing
Hey
off.
y'all, so yes, that's me. I know, right? But today is my second anniversary of my fibroid surgery, and also a new update that I want to share. This month is Fibroids Awareness Month, so that's what I want to do is bring some awareness.
I'm gonna be really candid with you guys for a second. So this whole it was 2 fibroids, not 1, but 2. And not even just the 2 fibroids, it was a whole endometrial polyp. And I'm like, well, where all this come from? So there's a few points I'm going to want to make within this segment, but the first thing I want to say, like I said earlier, get a primary doctor who you have a good professional relationship with, who listens to you.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on, guys.
Welcome, ladies, to tonight's main event. Let the bidding begin.
I would like to buy this gentleman's loyalty. Let's go.
Welcome to the mad auction.
Yes. $2,000 going once, twice, sold.
Welcome to the mad auction.
$2,700 sold. $2,500.
$2,700.
Welcome
sold
to the mad auction.
to the lady in the bright dress.
Welcome to the mad auction.
Social media, it's like somebody new is pregnant. Like everybody is pregnant, including myself. But that's beside the point. Just thinking about pregnancy, whoever decided to advertise it did an excellent job because it just seems so rosy and margarita-esque, and that is not my lot in life. Like, actually, before I got pregnant, I found out that I had fibroids. They're a decent size, so I might want to consider surgery. So I was planning to get the surgery done before my husband and I got pregnant. And, we ended up getting pregnant, not planned. And I still had these fibroids. And I was like, you know what? Okay, we'll figure this out as we go. I'm thinking I can still do these cute little things. I can still be on a.
You hear this, guys? Let's break this down. She started, hold on. I don't know what this story's going to be. Hold on.
I don't know if it's me, but every time I'm on social media, it's like somebody new is pregnant. Like everybody is pregnant.
So, when we break it down from a class perspective, when you hear women say everybody's pregnant, you know they're upset. But she tried to say, well, she's pregnant as well. Well, she said she had fibroids, so what does that mean, class? She don't give a fuck how the baby come out. I mean, she does, but let's get to the story where she says she knew before the husband. Let's go.
including myself, but that's beside the point. Just thinking about pregnancy, whoever decided to advertise it did an excellent job because it just seems so rosy and margarita-esque, and that is not my lot in life. Like, actually, before I got pregnant, I found out that I had fibroids. They're a decent size.
Before I got pregnant, I found out I had fibroids. Okay. Now, she said her and her husband were doing it and they were not trying. But she knew she had fibroids. She's not saying the husband knew. Okay.
So I might want to consider surgery. So I was planning to get the surgery done before my husband and I got pregnant.
I was planning to get the surgery done before my husband and I got pregnant. That is the first lie. That's the lie right there, guys. Because the truth would have been, I found out I had fibroids. I told my husband, we can't be doing all that shit because I got these fibroids and I would like to get them out first. So that's a lie. Okay, guys? That's a lie. So, nah, Prince, what if she ain't get around to telling them yet? The fuck you mean she ain't get around to telling them yet? How the fuck does that work? How the fuck does that work? She's telling us now. How much more time would it take? Fuck out of here.
And, we ended up getting
Wow. Hold on. It was such of a lie. She edited the video.
And,
hold on. Hold on.
A decent size, so I might want to consider surgery. So I was planning to get the surgery done before my husband and I got pregnant. And, we ended up.
Wow. Plain. I hope Plain is there. That's the part that Plain loves the best. When they start talking about the illness of their pussy and they like, and et cetera, whatever. I've never seen anything like this. It's always, well, my pussy's fucked up, et cetera, et cetera. What? The fuck does that mean?
So I might want to consider surgery. So I was planning to get the surgery done before my husband and I got pregnant. And, we ended up getting pregnant, not planned. And I still had these fibroids. And I was like, you know what? Okay, we'll figure this out as we go. I'm thinking.
And you know what I said? I said, I will figure this out as it goes. So the husband didn't know. There we go.
I could still do these cute little things. I could still be on a beach in a bikini. Little did I know that that was not going to be the case, because 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, I started bleeding out of nowhere. Like, my husband comes in for lunch and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's blood.
I never told my husband about the fibroids. My husband gets me pregnant. I made him feel like he was the luckiest man in the world. I didn't tell him that I had fibroids, though. He just knew that I looked good and I was a good person to him. He got me pregnant. We was married. Everything was good. We celebrated the pregnancy. Because I let him know this pussy worked. I got the pregnancy test. Everything showed up good. I didn't tell him about the fibroids because I said I'll figure it out. Now I start bleeding. I'm not sure what it is. Now, none of us believe that it's anything bad yet. But the story is like this. Please pay attention. Hold on. Let me take a sip of tea. You niggas need to hear this shit. Fuck this. Pay attention here, man. This is serious, man. Let's take our time. Hold on. Let's break this down. I'm sorry about this, but let's go, guys. This man, by not having the Pussycat Facts report, got his ass caught up in the gray. Okay? The gray is she didn't tell him. So he got himself caught up in there. She got pregnant. He's in the gray. She didn't tell him. All she told him was the good news. He was uninformed. She like, yo, we pregnant. Yeah. So boom, he come from home from lunch. He happy. She's in there crying because she's bleeding out the pussy, right? But she didn't tell him that this was a possibility. Now he's sad. He's worried. The world is about her because she lied. Unfucking real.
So we rushed to the toilet, and it was way more. 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, I started bleeding out of nowhere. Like my husband comes in for lunch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's blood! Like, so we rushed to the toilet, and it was way more emotional and traumatic then than it is now, because I'm just looking at it.
It was way more emotional and traumatic then. Why? Why was that the case, class? Why? I finally got a question, class. I just broke it all down. But why is that the case, class? Why is that the case? Why was it more emotional and dramatic? It's a few answers that'll do. It's a few answers that'll do. Okay? Behind every bad box is a good man. Left in the gray area, he has to wear the burden of pain, guilt, and suffering from a lying bitch. Just all types of answers. You understand? While she's over here smiling, telling the fucking internet. But she ain't gonna say how fucking heartbroken he the fuck was fucking with this lying bitch.
Hindsight, because it's such a crazy story, and I'm trying not to think the worst. Meanwhile, all I could see is blood coming out of the toilet, and when I looked down, I don't know if it was a sac or a clot, whatever it was at that time.
Ma'am!
She's telling me, let's just be calm, let's not think the worst. Got on the phone with the OB, try to get in for an early appointment. So somewhere between that time and like talking to the OB to get in for an appointment, I heard the Holy Spirit tell me, you still have a baby. So I'm like trying to hold on to this.
What?
To get through the night, while I'm also doing a little bit of Googling, which I probably shouldn't have done. Fast forward to the next morning, we get into the OB's office. We do a transvaginal ultrasound, and she's like looking and looking and looking, and eventually tells us that she does not see a sac and she does not see a baby. And I'm just thinking, well, I'm 3.5-ish weeks pregnant at this point in time. Would they really be able to figure that out? Like, it's so early. We go to the OB's office, and she sits us down, and she tells us that, they believe that we had a miscarriage. And my husband and I are trying to hold ourselves together. I think we just were like, okay, well, we'll take this news as it is. And the next thing for us is getting these fibroids out, so that when I am
Oh. That's why we know she ain't telling the whole truth. She won't tell that part. They told her why it happened, and he finally was able to get the Pussycat Facts report. So what did the tables turn to? Now let's fix this pussy, because I want to show you that my pussy can convert. Guys, it's the same fucking story over and over. That's why the fuck I'm gonna keep doing it. It don't matter how they look, where they from. It don't matter. You understand me? No. I don't give a fuck what you niggas think. I'm gonna do this work. Maybe someday some people will see it and know that we were on this shit from a sinister standpoint. We did not let these bitches tell stories about the pussy and fucking good men up the way that they want to tell it. Fuck out of here. Hell no. All of a sudden, now we want to get the fibroids out. But when you got pregnant, when you was lying, you said you would be the one to manage it. How did that work out, bitch? Fuck you mean now we gonna do that? So now he got more shit to worry about. He just lost his fucking child. Hey yo, King Disagreeable. He just lost his child. yeah. Yo, man, these niggas don't want this smoke out here, man. These motherfuckers don't ever want to talk that shit over here. I'm sorry. We show you, look, this bitch want to appear to be like a decent person. I'm showing you the story. How could you say this is a decent person? Oh, I tell you why. Because she said, all right, let's shift to the fibroids. We're going to try to get the pussy fixed, then convert. Let's go.
Go to the OB's office and she sits us down and she tells us that, they believe that we had a miscarriage. And my husband and I are trying to hold ourselves together. I think we just were like, okay, well, we'll take this news as it is. And the next thing for us is getting these fibroids out so that when I am pregnant again, or when I would be pregnant again, I don't necessarily have to deal with the things that come with them. The two of us thought actually we could just get on with our day as normal. And when we got into the car, I looked at my husband and he looked at me and we just started crying. Like,
I looked at my husband, he looked at me. I just started crying. He just started crying. I'm crying because he's a good man and my pussy can't convert. He's crying because he knows that I'm a good woman and he's mad at me that my pussy can't convert. Question. 2-part. Did that man get a raw deal? Is that man truly heartbroken? Fuck yeah. Why should he have to deal with that? That hurts. Come on, man. Motherfucker thought he hit the jackpot.
it was such an emotional and physically taxing experience. We had to take time off. We literally could not do anything that entire weekend. Like, I was also just struggling with, okay, did I hear the Lord correctly? Like, was that really the Holy Spirit? Because what I'm seeing right now, what the doctors are telling me, is not lining up with what I felt. And how do you move on from that? Like, from an experience where you feel like you're so confident that you heard God say something to you, and then you continue to try to recognize or decipher his voice in other situations. But the only thing that kept us literally was just praising and reading and leaning on him and leaning on each other. And
there you have it, guys. Straight lying bitch. Now the husband got to lean on this and lean on that. Well, ma'am, the class has a question for you. Being that you think that the husband needs to be leaning the same way that you need to be leaning on the good book, the class says, could you let him go make somebody else pregnant that has a healthier pussy where he don't have to lean on the book for you and your pussy? Fuck are we talking about? Y'all niggas don't hear me though. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. HD Live sponsored the show, right? Let me check this shit. HD Live sponsored the show. He said, fuck it, yo, do your thing. So at this point, I couldn't give a fuck. Man took care of me, B. You know, touch up. You know? So we gonna cook, whether you niggas like it or not. This is a horrible person. She just told you how horrible she is. Where? Where did she do it, Prince? Let me show you.
then than it is now. I could still be on a beach in a bikini. Little did I know that that was not going to be the case,
Hold on.
because 2 weeks later,
Hold on.
that I had fibroids. They're a decent size.
Right there. The doctor told her. Now, do we want to get into
So
that?
I might consider surgery. So I was planning to get the surgery done before.
When did the doctor tell you that, bitch? You don't want to tell the truth. Doctor told you that way before you met that husband of yours. We're not doing that. Doctor's been told you that. Everybody knows that part. And that's where she lied, guys. Let's move on.
Before my husband and I got pregnant. And
So December 2023 comes, and everything is going fine. Living regular day-to-day life. I was laying on the couch one night just watching TV, and then all of a sudden I started bleeding. I jumped up, I called Mike because I don't know if he was upstairs or gone. I don't know, but I called him on the phone, panicking, telling him, let's go, we got to go to the hospital, I'm bleeding. We get in the car, we drive to the hospital, go in, I tell them what's going on, they sit me down, they're trying, signing me in, checking me, all these things. They give me an ultrasound, and my baby's just fine. Baby's in there, regular, jumping, bouncing around. No idea why I'm bleeding or where it's coming from, for that matter. So we're confused. I'm like, you're not supposed to be bleeding while you're pregnant. At least to me, you're not supposed to. I don't know. It's my first pregnancy. Trying to figure out, what do we do? We go home, like what? And they just like, just go home. If the bleeding doesn't stop or if it gets heavier, then come back. So we go home. I'm in pain. It's not like unbearable pain. It's like cramping. I was cramping like the whole night. The bleeding never really slowed down, but it did not get heavy. One thing they tell you, like when it comes to bleeding, is like if you soak a pad in like an hour, then that's too much bleeding and to come back. I hadn't soaked the pad, so I just was like, okay, this is just, I don't know, I'm just bleeding. So I go to bed, tossing and turning, trying to sleep. I distinctively remember in the middle of sleep going from tossing and turning, being uncomfortable, cramping, to just nothing and being able to sleep, which at the time didn't raise any red flags. But then when I woke up that morning, I had a very, very large blood clot. It was a very large blood clot. I immediately start panicking. I'm thinking I just lost the baby. I'm in the bathroom. I start Googling, what does a 3-month miscarriage look like? And what it looked like versus what I saw wasn't it. So it kind of made me calm down, but I still was like, we're going to the hospital because we got to figure out what this is. We get to the hospital. Everybody's looking at it. They're just like, okay. It kind of had like weird facial expressions because it was a blood clot, but you could see pink matter inside the blood clot. Like,
ew,
that shouldn't be there. They give me another ultrasound. My baby's just fine. Little peanut. He's just in there jumping, bumping, kicking, doing what he do. He was perfectly fine. So of course we calm down. We're like, okay, the baby's good. The doctor comes in and says there's this thing called vanishing twin that they believe happened, which basically means the big blood clot was a twin, like a pregnancy or a fetus that did not attach correctly or appropriately. So it never grew and my body was expelling it. So we were kind of just like, okay, whatever. The baby that we knew that we were having is fine, right? And they were like, yeah, baby's perfectly fine, whatever. So we're happy, we go home.
at this point, we also find out that the fibroids that I have grown a lot. Fibroids are like a whole nother story that we can talk about. But yeah, the size that I had, they were like at 5 centimeters at the beginning of November. Me going to the hospital and bleeding was like toward the middle of December. They had grown from 5 centimeters to 8. One of them had grown that much. It's also important to know that at no point did I understand how many fibroids I had or how big they were or could potentially get during pregnancy. So December comes.
Here you go, guys. Sorry about that, man. Let's lighten it up, all right? Let's lighten it up.
Before I head to bed, I just want to say, you know you're dating a thug when.
Let's lighten it up, guys. Fuck it. You know? We whoop on these gladiators so much it don't make no sense.
December 20th.
In November, I decided to share my story about how I lost my baby and the fact that I had fibroids and the fact that I had a miscarriage. It was very hard for me to share, but I received a lot of support from people here on TikTok, and I'm very grateful for that. It seemed like I'm having a burgeoning community of people who are interested in, getting rid of fibroids, doing surgery, and also having kids in the future.
Yeah, so yo, King Disagreeable. Come on now. Come on now. We don't need all that creativity shit.
You tripping. What you said? Man, that's a female.
Come on now. This ain't good. Brother, we done heard too many stories. Brother, I don't know why we went this far. We done heard, that was new. I've never heard no shit like that. I was going to type the phrase in about the twins, but I said, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. That shit is wild. She had, if you include the fibroids that was in her box, all jokes aside, she was pregnant about 3 to 4 times at one time. And some of them were dying, turning into infections, eating away at others, taking blood source and nutrients. Whew. Hope that baby come out good, baby. Wow. That was wild. But that was good. What time is it, man? We had 2 something? I think that was good. No? That was a good little class. We don't want to kill them. I'll come back, man. We'll do a Kendra G or something. Thank you, brothers.